So easy to make that excuse, and you know what? I could live with that. That's a viable excuse, right? Is this stronger than your dreams? And do you put as much time and attention into your dreams as you do your fears? That makes sense to you guys? So many people think all day long on what they're scared of. You know, back in the day, I remember a lot of my opponents be like, oh man, what happens if I lose? What happens if I get caught? What happens if they take me down? What the fuck are we talking about? All that attention, all that energy going into the possibility of failure. Why can't the individual, the human, erase that mentality and put all that attention is, you know, how great it's gonna feel when I pin that motherfucker, when I take him down, when I beat him down in front of his home crowd, when I win something, when I go after something, when I put the work in and achieve it. Why don't we think that way? We're always thinking about losing something being taken from us, trying to maintain what we have. Like, you know, we can't lose this shit, it's so valuable. Why do we think that way? Why are we always thinking about the fears, the worst case scenario? All we do is put all that energy in there. Why don't we put the energy into the dreams that can be? The reason why you're doing that, if you are putting all that time and effort into fears instead of your dreams, it's because you're not doing this enough. You're not in here killing yourself enough. You're not working hard enough. You're not studying hard enough. You're not burning the midnight oil every night, which prevents you from staying awake in the midnight hours later in life wondering what if could have been. You erase that shit through all of this fucking payment, guys. It's free. You don't need to shoot up for it. You don't need to snort. You sweat for it. And then when you leave here, it's an abdominal will is like just been nurtured. You don't think about second place. You think about first, and then the legacy, and building the gap between you and every other fucking person. You know, but unless you go through this shit, there's no value in first place. You haven't put enough time on the job, enough effort. You haven't sacrificed enough to know what the value of that fucking title means. So therefore, all you do is think about, well, I hope I don't lose this third place trophy I have. You understand what I'm saying, guys? The more and more you do this shit, the more and more it becomes almost impossible to accept second place outside of here. Impossible. Again, guys, I said earlier, it's spelled impossible. Perception on how we see things, guys. We create it or we destroy it right here. We either give birth to our fear or we blaze the path of our dreams. You're either living your dreams or living your fears, one or the other. And which one are you giving the most time to? This workout travels with you to ensure your dreams never spoil. Always stay true. You come back into the gym after doing the bodyweight beat down. You won't lose an inch. You wouldn't have lost a step. You gained an inch. And in life, it's a game of inches. The little details in life add up to be the moments, the inches, the seconds we need to be successful. When you give it your all and you're willing to give up that, put all your will, all your effort, and look past the temporary pain of it to what that pain will dry and solidify into later, as this being the down payment for the future investment to come, willing to sacrifice this now for the belief of what tomorrow can be. You know, you must hope and believe in yourself if you ever want to see what that hope can turn into, what that belief can turn into. By doing this every day, repetitively, those are the measures that lead to the big moments of success that everyone sees in life. No one sees the struggle in here. No one sees the hardship, the early mornings you get up. No one sees any of that. They just see if your hand's raised or not. And if it is, oh, what a great guy. Oh, I wish I could be that guy. I wish I could be that guy. But they're not clapping, wishing they could be you at 5 in the morning when you get out of bed, when it's pissing rain outside, to come and train for that hand to be raised. They don't want to be that guy. They just want the glory. And that's the differential of a champion. You know, in adversity, guys, is where you find character. When the winds of the world, when the winds of life don't hit your sail, the champions man up, just grab the fucking oar and drive that ship in the direction they want to go. It's not about the opportunities given to you. It's about the opportunities you create. I mean, I can't tell you the definition of success. I really can't, man. Because it's individual to every individual. It's a measure of will and heart. And they combine with a talent and a love for something, the directional path in some endeavor. And there's so many factors in there. So it's very hard to really put the recipe of what success really is. It's a portion of heart, a portion of will, and an unyielding dedication to see that through. You know, and it's different for everybody. And there's very few examples really of true success to really measure and emulate from. What there's a plethora of are examples of failure. I can tell you the recipe for failure. I can tell you how it's hard to get off the couch and take that one step towards greatness. I can tell you how hard that is. I can also tell you how hard it is, 10 times harder, looking back on your life as time expires, knowing you could have been great when you did get off the couch, but there's too much time, you can't do anything about it. I can tell you how the worst failure in life isn't the person that fell down, it's the person that never got out to try. There's a million examples on how failure is made. Success is written every single day. And it starts here in the gym in small endeavors. Planning it out, having everything in line to ensure success. Thinking before acting. Right now when it's hurting, do we go on or not? Do we give much and give it that one? Will we lighten up the pain, saying a little too much? Do we welcome it, or do we run from it? These little tests, the little tiny details of life, makes that dream a possibility. It's right here. You're being tested every single day in the gym to weather those storms out there. So when you go into adversity at your job, or in your relationship, or any other endeavor in life, that you've already seen it once. You've seen what pushing through that is, facing it, meeting it head on, that fear, that pain, whatever else, how you can beat it back. You've done it here day in, day out. So out there, when it does arise, you do it again, and you don't fall down. If you fall down, you get back up, you keep getting back up. What I do right now, I take one step forward, and I turn around in exhaustion. Salute my former self that was right there. Proud of that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm tired. That motherfucker gave it his all to ensure that right now, I got the most out of it. That motherfucker and me are the same. But it's funny, when the pain starts to set in, you know, you start going for a run, you start to feel that fatigue sets in. We start losing, you know, the luster, the taste of those dreams, because it starts to hurt more. It starts to cost us more than we're willing to pay or pay out or when we're to shoulder. And so there's times like, you know, if you guys go for a run hard and you sprint all you got, before that run, sit there and go, all right, I'm gonna run from here to the end of the block and back as fast as I can. You hit the end of the block and you commit to it. Once you go into it and you start feeling the pain of it, watch what happens to you. Watch how fast, whatever that goal you're going for, how it loses value, or it vanishes. Because the pain is too much for you. Because you're in the wrong frame of mind. Mentally, you must be there before you physically even start. When you go there, you've already finished the line, you know, the race at that time. You're not thinking of the pain. You're looking at the fucking clock beating it. It's a mindset, guys. Before it's ever somebody. You know, the physical body is just the messenger of the true will of what this is saying. This doesn't say it. This can't do it, motherfucker. You know, fortune favors the strength, man. Favors the strong. It doesn't favor the weak. If you want good fortune in life, it doesn't come your way, man. You have to create it, man. You have to create your opportunities in life. They'll come in disguise. Well, if you're working hard and your pulse of life is always beating, that disguise is always seen. Most people that are feeling down and that are the losers of society, they're always looking for excuses, where the winners are looking for solutions. Those opportunities come in disguises where if you're in it to win it and that's your mentality, you see right through that disguise and you jump at it. But some people are like, what are you doing, man? It makes no sense what you're doing. They don't understand it because they're not in it to win it. They're mentally fucking, they've already lost it. They've given up before they even started because mentally they don't believe in themselves. So it's like when the winds of life don't hit your sail, you grab the fucking oars of life and you start pushing your body, your boat, your vessel into the harbor of a known point that you want to be. No one's gonna fucking get you there. You gotta get yourself there, guys. These bars, man. These bars, yeah, they exist here in reality. But far too often, they exist in your head. Self-created barriers that you put yourself in the way of. Saying, I can't get through, I can't get through, I can't get through. And then you stop your endeavor. Instead of saying, hey, if I turn my body, I can get through. See, that's what winners do. They find solutions. Where losers, oh, I can't do it. See, it's too hard. So I can't. Fuck those people, man.